Hello everyone, FLASHRABBIT here again. I'm a single player Let's Play Survival World. Today I'm at the dock area because we're going to build a ship. The reason I'm going to build a ship is because it's a dock, and I think it sort of suits the build, doesn't it, that we're going to have a ship in dock to drop off all of the goods that we need for our world. I've started to build, as I said in an earlier episode, some houses here for what would be the dock workers. So I've done 3 the same, and I think I'm going to carry on around that bend. I'm still in 2 minds whether to put an inn there or whether just to put some more houses. I don't know. I will decide, and I'll let you know. I've started to put stone and cobble on the peninsula there, so it's more of a rocky outcrop rather than soil and grass. I just wanted a rocky outcrop. I don't know why. Maybe I might put a lighthouse on there at some point. I think that might fit quite well as well. Right, okay, so without further ado, let's get on with this episode. I've started here. This is the width of the boat is going to be, so it needs to sort of come up flush with the dock area here. So I've come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks, and it's going to go 8 blocks in that direction, so it's going to be quite a hefty ship. And here I've come out 11, and I've gone 11 in that direction as well. It's 4 blocks underneath the surface, so I'm hoping that the way it comes out, it's just going to look as though it's up to its ballast line when it sits in the water. So now we've got to put layer 2 on, and I'm going to do that now.
When you dream, do you see beautiful rays of light shimmering, guiding you through the night? I know it feels like the night's getting longer and light is harder to find. I promise I'll always be there, I'll remind you when you close your eyes. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there in knowing whenever in doubt, you can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out. Of miles away, I can see you and me like it was yesterday. I know it's not the same, but I'm still behind you every step of the way. Look in yourself and I'll be there, I can guide you. All the love is the same. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there in knowing whenever in doubt, you can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out. You can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out. When the lights turn out.
So that's the body of the ship completed. I've got to increase the height of the masts, they're still too short. And I've got to put, still got a straight fence post up there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a fence post between the bow of the ship there, all the way up to the first mast. And then we're going to put sails on the other masts. I'm not sure I'm going to do that yet, but like everything else, I'll wing it and we'll see what happens. I'm sure it'll work out. I might tinker with this over a period of time. It's like that bit over there that's just sort of over my head there. I think I need another couple of blocks on the top row. But I'll tinker with it and we'll see what happens. In terms of scale, I'm not entirely sure whether it's a little bit too big for the area that it occupies. Maybe it should have been a little bit smaller. I've gone perhaps far too grand, but never mind, it's just the way it is. I'm putting a little path up here because I'm going to put a little house or building of some description on. Oh God, I keep flying every time I go up a step. I fly. I've not finished it yet, but I'm going to put a little house up here on the hill. I'm not going to chop this down because it's actually a good landmark when you're flying about. Once I see that, I know that I'm near home. So I think it's coming along quite nicely. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think so far. These little houses don't have any interiors yet. I will get onto that and we'll put some interiors in there. We've done the sort of little individual docks for each of the houses with some supplies on there and some crates and barrels. And a wandering trader's head. I've got absolutely no idea how that ended up there. Over this way, I've got a little rocky outcrop. I don't know, like I said earlier, I just fancied a rocky outcrop. And I might well put some sort of beacon, or maybe a beacon rather than a lighthouse. I don't think the area is large enough to warrant a lighthouse, but you never know. I mean, it might work, mightn't it? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so for now, that's finished. I'm going to leave the ship as it stands for now, and I'm going to crack on with something else. Just while we're passing, I want to show you what I've done here. You might remember in the last episode that I built this ruin, sort of a castle keep ruin, or well, it's a ruin, let's put it that way. And the idea was given to me by Seamus Moon. He actually suggested a castle keep, but I didn't think I was talented enough to pull the castle keep off, so I built this instead. But still, the idea came from him. I wouldn't have done it without him, so thanks again, Seamus. Now, what I tend to do with builds, I'll finish them, and then I'll come back to them, and I'll just add more and more and more. Seamus did suggest a tree in the centre to indicate age, that some time has gone past since this building became a ruin, and I think it was a wonderful idea. I did think of doing it while I was building it, but I was too lazy. I didn't do it. But because Seamus suggested it, I thought I'd better make the effort, really. So I've put this big old oak tree in the centre of the build now, and I think it looks quite good. I'm very pleased with it, actually. I'm not the best with custom trees at all. Me and them don't really get on very well, but I'm quite happy with the way this turned out. There's a lot of leaves, I'll put it that way. I've collected so many leaves, it's unreal, and I've added more leaves to represent bushes. I've hidden torches underneath leaves. Where is, I can't find them now, they're that well hidden. There you go, there's one. So there's a torch underneath there, 2 blocks down, and then I put leaves on top. So we get light, but we don't have this torch spam that I've got over the rest of the world. And that's something else I'm going to deal with at some point. I'm going to get rid of all this torch spam because I don't like it. It looks untidy, doesn't it? I've put some coarse dirt along here. I've also bone mealed more of the area, just again to make it look a little bit shabby and dilapidated. The other thing Seamus suggested to me was to put a tumble down floor inside of the tower, and again I thought that was a wonderful idea. I don't want to climb up the vines. There we go. So I've done that. I've put what would have been the first floor of the tower, and a dilapidated staircase here that would have gone up to the first floor. So thanks again, Seamus. You're a genius with the ideas that you come up with. I think you should come onto my world and do everything for me, because I think you do a better job than I would. So that's all finished. So now what I want to do, as my son pointed out, there's a lot of space in and around Founders Bay that needs to be built on, and I agree with him entirely. It does, and there is a lot of empty space because I'm still building up the area. We've got the pond there, we've got the dock building with the ship, we've got the house, we've got the burrow and the statue, and of course the nether portal that we built some time ago. Over there we've got all our farms and whatnot. So we need to start putting some buildings in and around here, and I'm not entirely sure what buildings we should put in here. I think I want to do an enchanting building. I don't know what it's going to look like until I start it. I'll kind of, I don't know, sort of fantasy, medieval fantasy is the way I'm trying to go. Whether I'm achieving that or not is down for you to decide, not me. So that's something that I definitely want to do. But if you've got any ideas for buildings that you think might fit in this area, then please let me know. I'd be really happy to hear from you. It would actually be a fantastic thrill to build something that you want to see, rather than me just coming up with builds and plonking them down in the world. If you have an idea, then please let me know. Let's land on top of here and survey the area. So I was going to put an inn over in that area there, but maybe I should put it over here, perhaps behind these trees in this area here. Fill in this cave area because it doesn't really lead to anywhere, and put something on there. I don't know. Maybe it should be over there. Yeah, I think that's probably a better area for it. I might have to terraform and flatten it out a little bit, but we'll try and keep some of the terrain as it is. I'm going to keep this. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep this spruce tree because it looks like a Christmas tree. So, or is it that one? I don't know. Either or. I'm going to keep either of those spruce trees because they remind me of Christmas trees, and come Christmas I can decorate them and make them all flashy and nice. So for the rest of this episode, I'm concentrating on this area around the dock up to the little building that I'll be putting up there at some point. I've just put the startings of a road or a path in here, and I've added some fence posts and lanterns all the way up to the top there. So now I'm going to add a little bit of greenery here and there just to fluff it up a bit, so to speak. So let's get a few of these spruce leaves in, and we'll mix in some oak leaves as well for variation, because of course it makes all the difference, so that everything isn't all the same. We've got some grass, so we can pop that in and around as well. We can also use bone meal. It's just that I had this lying around in a chest from somewhere. I don't know absolutely, I don't know where, to be honest, but it was there, so I'm using it. Get a couple of these ferns in here as well, and we'll get some more leaves in here like that, and over here as well. We'll do that, and here. Okay, and then finally we'll just do a little bit around here. Put some there, and perhaps some up at the top here too. Why not? Like that. One there, one there. Put some oak leaves down there and there. There, there, there. There. And I think that should be enough. Let's stand back and have a look and see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks okay, doesn't it? Yeah, brilliant. So that's the path up to the building, the non-disclosed building so far, because I've not got a clue what it's going to be. It's either going to be a house or some sort of building relating to the dock. I'm not entirely sure. And I've been talking about the inn, and maybe that's the place to put it, up there. But after you've had a few scoops, coming down here might be a bit of a challenge. But never mind. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I think that's all we've got time for. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every time you come along. If you've liked the episode, please press the like button, and if you've really enjoyed it, consider subscribing, because it really does help the channel out loads. And if you don't want to miss any of my uploads in the future, press the bell icon and I'll be sure to let you know the next time I upload a video. But for now, thanks for watching. Bye!